Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the FM Reboot. It's episode number 42, and today we're returning with two big games as we face Monaco in the Europa League second knockout round, second leg, then Arsenal at home in a big battle for Champions League football. And ordinarily I'd show you what's been going on off camera, but there's been nothing going on off camera. No wins in our last 6 games for Wolves puts us in a really precarious position. And I mentioned it in the last episode after we waved a white flag against the Red Devils. I've got to say now, after Chelsea just won in midweek, I really don't think we're going to make the top 4 now. We're 6 points behind. We've got a far worse goal difference record. Yes, we've got the game in hand as well, but based on how poor we've been and the teams below us in good form playing catch-up, I think 5th and 6th is the best we can do. So if we're going to qualify for the Champions League, the only way we can do it, or the most likely way of doing it, I should say, is winning the Europa League, which is definitely a winnable competition. But after the goalless draw in France, we know if Monaco score tonight, we are in trouble. So heading into the game, there are no players that are down. This is our team here at Monaco. Patricio's in goal. Back four is like Nuri, Eric, Big Chris and Semedo, and Neves and Forsby through the middle. Jota and Neto are the left and right side pairing, with Buendia supporting Fabio Silva getting the nod. On the bench, Bettinelli, McTominay, Williams, Ward-Prowse, Jordao, Traore and Jimenez as well. No wins in 6, on the verge of going out of the Europa League. Come on, Wolves. My confidence levels are very low at the moment. Just because, again, we didn't score in the first leg. And I mentioned that, not scoring away from home in a European tie in the first leg is just such a big disadvantage. Yes! But that's okay, because obviously if you win the second leg, then it doesn't matter. Oh... We need this, man. You have no idea how much we need this. If we go out tonight, I can see us dropping out of the top 6. With Leicester playing catch-up and in great form, I can see us having no European football whatsoever next season, with Southampton winning the Carabao Cup. Fabio Silva to go, it's a little bit lucky, but based on what's happened in this series, we're going to take it and run with it. Wolves in front, but straight from kickoff, Monaco have a highlight. Mukiele down the left-hand side, crosses to the back stick, and that's a penalty. Oh no, it's not, it's a corner. Never mind, thank God for that. The danger's not over. Corner for Monaco. Veritat whips it to the middle, Patricio comes, claims it, and our veteran shot stopper takes charge of the situation. Wolves are leading by 1, we're 9 minutes in, and there is another highlight in a game where, I tell you what, unless we go like 3 goals, I'm going to be so nervous. And there's the second! But there's a long way to go. Fabio Silva turns it in. It's 2-0 Wolves. Twice I've gone from jubilation to remembering how many things we've bottled in the space of 2 seconds. How many chokes we've had in the series. This could be another one added to the collection. But you couldn't have asked for a better start. Great ball by Neves. Fabio with the early brace. Wolves lead by 2. 10 minutes in. Let's keep it calm. What did I say in that loss to Manchester United? What did I say in that loss to Manchester United? Doesn't bother me one bit, because if we win on Thursday night, that's all that matters. 28 minutes in, and Ruben Neves' first goal since agreeing to join Barcelona is our 3rd of the night. Butterfingers from Alphonse, we don't mind one bit. This is what we needed. I think the best chance of Champions League football next year comes via winning this competition. And this is a statement here at Molineux. We're on fire right now. Come on, boys. Get a 4th, and that is that. It is over. We're actually going into an international break directly after this game, so there won't be any need to rest players for a weekend fixture. We'll have 2.5 weeks to recover. But even so, at the moment, we are just cruising. And Fabio almost had the match ball in 38 minutes off the bar, and Monaco can't cope right now. We should have won the first leg, let's be honest, with the chances we had. So I'm not that surprised. We're 3-0 up at the break. But after the run of form we've had, you best believe I'm relieved to see it. Right now, this is the sort of performance we're going to need consistently if we're going to challenge for the top 4 and the Europa League as well. So mumuch better. Oh, wow, what a mistake. Silva for the hat-trick. Oh, what a miss. Should have had it. Side netting. And it remains at 3. Don't think it's going to matter though. Monaco have not had a sniff in the entire game. And to be honest, I'm not really surprised by this either. We're 3-0 up 50 minutes in. Could have and should have been 4-0 up. But it's not surprising because we should have won in Monaco with ease. So we had golden chances and missed them all. We were the far superior team. So this is not surprising in the least. Buendia on the move down this left-hand side. And Emi, who as we know blows hot and cold quite often, plays a 1-2 with Ruben Neves. And the ball lifted to the back stick. Sees Silva grab his 4th. Well, for as good as we've been, Areola's been poor, and I'm sorry, it's Silva's third for Silva, 20 for the season, but our fourth tonight. That's it. Go home. We're into the Europa League quarterfinals. Yep, fuck the Premier League. I never thought I'd say that, but seriously, forget the Premier League. It's not going to happen. Like we are a really good team, right? But the division is just so competitive. Like there are just so many great teams in it. We're battling with year after year. Oh, it's Kevin Volland scores a screamer. Forget about it. Forget about it. Like we're clearly not consistently good enough to be a top 4 team yet. But the Europa League, like I said, that the past 2 winners of this competition in the game have both been Premier League sides. It's our best chance. Well, couldn't score a single goal in the first leg, but 4 in the second sees us through to the quarters as comfortable winners. Very happy with the result and the way you played. That's the first time I've been able to say that in a while. Our winless run is over, and I'll say it once again. This is the best chance of qualifying for the Champions League. Forget about the Premier League. We're into the Europa League quarterfinals, and we'll be taking on who? Who have we got? Oh, has it not been how has it not been played yet? Oh, we were the early kickoff. We weren't the 8 p.m, we were the early kickoff. So Levante are currently leading against Lazio, and they made it through. How interesting is that? We've got them again, Levante, in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. And of course, in the group stage, we drew with them back-to-back, where we threw away 2-goal leads in both of the games. So I think that's going to be, once again, a very, very tough team to take out. Levante in the quarterfinals, I put us as favourites, but not by much. Haven't beaten them, didn't beat them in the group. We got them in the last 8. And right now, like, I can't miss games out. I can't miss games out because the next fixture is going to be Arsenal, which are playing. Then we've got Levante and then Leicester, who are in 7th away at the King Power. I can't miss games out in this run at the moment. It's too important. And that's for the FA Cup, by the way. The quarterfinals are getting played today and tomorrow. And Everton were facing Manchester City at Goodison Park. And that's very important as well, to see who won that in the end. Because obviously, you know, Everton right now have not had a great season. And oh, wow, how interesting. Everton and Leicester, who are both outside the top 6, both beat teams that are right now competing for a top 4 place. You know, honestly, Southampton won the Carabao Cup. That season qualified for the Europa Conference League. And only Liverpool and Manchester United are the teams left in the top 4 right now. This is fascinating. Premier League is just too strong at this point. Like, it's just far too strong as Arsenal beat Brighton, so no favours done for us there. So what this means is that if we see, let's say, Everton or Leicester winning the FA Cup, or it could be Southampton or Spurs at this point, if one of those win it, or actually not Southampton, but if one of those 3 win it, then that will mean that another spot, I believe, will go. And Southampton did beat Spurs, thankfully, and Liverpool beat Manchester United. So, yeah, I don't know what that will mean. I think, again, that means that only 5th might give you Europa League football at this point. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Just had a new youth intake. And there is actually one player that could be all right. Richard de Volt. He is a young Welsh centre-half. And whilst he might be only 16... he's 6'5". This lad is an absolute giant. Again, very, very long way to go, don't get me wrong, but fantastic determination and work rate, great personality. Again, very tall, very good jumper, very aggressive too. So he could be alright in the future. Long way to go, but finally one that might be worth keeping an eye on. And also this guy's got some great mental stats as well. So again, no one spectacular as per, but a couple of players that could be alright. Oh, man. And when we finally get a bit of good news, directly afterwards, something very negative. Nelson Semedo has had injury problems all throughout the season, gets a hip injury in training, and he is done for the campaign. That's gutting as well, because Brandon Williams can fill in just fine at right back, but there's levels to this. And yeah, I'm going to look to sell Semedo in the summer, by the way. He's been very good for us since the save began, but he's routinely, year after year, got a serious injury. I think in the summer we can get like 40 mil for one of these clubs here. In the final year of his contract, 30 years old. I think I'll take the cash and run. So, second and final game of today's episode. Once again, heading into this one, we're saying F the Premier League and focusing on the Thursday night fixture. at home to Levante in the Europa League quarter-final. Man City, by the way, just lost in a midday fixture at home to Liverpool, so thanks to the Reds there to do us a favour. That means if we win this game, we'll overtake them, but the chances are very slim against the Gunners, who remain in the top 4. So again, it is a weakened side, just like against the Red Devils, because I'm much more focused on the Europa League. That's become our sole focus now, or primary focus, I should say, and this is our team. Traditional goal, but for us, Williams, Marquez, Miguel and Mattis with Kate, McTominay, Ward-Prowse through the middle, Traore and Trincao the inside forwards, and Jimenez will lead our line. By the way, another injury in training, Diogo Jota's gone down. There we go, for about 2 to 3 weeks with sprained ankle ligaments. On which Bettinelli, the young lad, De Volt, Ferreira, Campbell, Jordal, Gibbs White and Viscardi as well. Second and final game, not really fussed. My attention right now is on Thursday night. But come on, Wolves. I think when you look at the teams remaining in the Europa League as well, I'd say we're one of the favourites. I mean, there's only 8 teams left, but still, I'd say we're one of the favourites to win it now. So, yeah, I'm not going to say we are the favourites because we can't handle that sort of pressure. But, yeah, I think we are one of the front runners now to win this. And whilst Levante, we couldn't beat them in the group in either game, we led against them 2-0 on 2 separate occasions. I think we are better than them as well. So, what a golden chance we've got of reaching the final 4 of that competition if we don't choke, which we often do. Mattison's cross, headed in by Jimenez on the goal line, and it stands. Wolves are in front. Now, I thought for sure that was going to be disallowed for offside there. I want to watch that again. Mattison down the right-hand side crosses. And was Jimenez behind him? Was someone keeping him onside? I'm not entirely sure. But the goal stands. And this will be interesting in the second replay, what actually happened. Oh, he's behind the ball, hence why it counted. That's one of the first times, or perhaps the only time, I've ever seen that. Wolves in front. That's fascinating. Mattison was actually ahead of Jimenez when he whipped the cross in. As Kieran Tierney's cross is deflected, strikes our post, and we shall clear. And now come on the counter. And Trincao can spot Traore, which he's done so. Oh, it's behind Jimenez, and how do you mess a 3-on-1 fast break, man? That's embarrassing. I mean, I know we're massive underdogs based on the lineup out there, but that should have been 2-0. How do you mess up that counter-attack? What a start from Wolves, though. Ward-Prowse's corner. Keita! Go on, young man! Wolves lead by 2. First goal for the club. Wolves lead by 2. We're not supposed to be winning this game. JWP set pieces we know so good, but Keita, the young Belgian, signed in the summer, the certified wonder kid, the long-term successor for Raul Jimenez, gets his first goal and puts Wolves up by 2, but there's an awful long way to go in this game. Like, we've been in this position plenty of times before, man. Like, seriously, let's just not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Because we know we often throw away results against big teams from leading positions, but as Traore finds Jimenez, it's an awful first touch, and Arsenal will clear, will get it straight back, and here's Traore, who lobs the goalkeeper and hits the crossbar. I can't believe I'm saying this, but 20 minutes in, we should be 3 or 4 goals up on Arsenal with a backup team. This is mental. We've thrown away so many results against big teams from leading positions. But as Jimenez heads in Ward-Prowse's corner, we're 3-0 up on Arsenal. I did not expect this. JWP with his second assist. I mean, if this guy's going to get an assist or a goal, you bank on it being a set piece. And Wolves are 3-0 up. Arsenal have a corner themselves though. Keita heads clear. And if the Gunners do get one back before the break, that could change the entire complexion. And they've not done so because some brave, committed defending keeps us up by 3 for now. Saka, Traore clears and Wolves scramble it away. Wow, this is fascinating. I mean, literally fascinating. We are 3-0 up on Arsenal with our backup team. Don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless. Corner for the Gunners. Saka floats in. Miguel heads clear. And now Trincao leads a counter-attack. And Francisco has Jimenez, the dummy runner, and he's screening his man to allow Trincao to go through one-on-one, who really should have hit the target. If we don't win this game, honestly, man, I can't believe I'm saying this, we should be like 6-0 up here. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. But one of our results of the series has come courtesy of a backup team. Wolves 3, Arsenal 0. And, yeah, I mean, it was really special. Nobody gave us a chance, including me, but we played magnificently and probably could have won by more. So that result, I still don't know what to say, but that result puts us up to 5th place in the table with 6 games to go. Sorry, 7 games to go even. We now cut the gap on Chelsea to 3, on Arsenal to 8, and we extend the gap on Leicester to 7. And that was me thinking, all that matters to me now is Thursday night. But that were today's episode of the FM Reboot, guys. I'm basically speechless here. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please drop a like. And we can't miss. We can't miss any games at the moment. Levante at home is what we're coming back with, the first leg of the Europa League quarter-final. And then Leicester away. Massive game there to try and cement at the very least Europa League football as they currently sit in 7th. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. And I'll see you next episode of the FM Reboot very soon.